first Madden video. And I'm about to crush him like always, but I'm going to go hard on him. And he's
from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Set to kick off. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I'd rather the 49ers have the chance. Let's see who is this.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
31 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
10 yards.
These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way.
Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on the rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
His pass caught with the throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave run up. Coming their second drive now, run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. A good pick up there, a 22.
First down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Derwin James with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his style.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Herbert now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third down.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It'll be intercepted. Safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the pace...
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian for Mike Knight at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd. Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Open, complete. And past the 30. The 30's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Able to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Again, Herbert. He'll try and run it. He'll go. Ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes in.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterback. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Wait, did I?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Looking for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Herbert rolling to his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
You ain't got no feet.
10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Herbert on first down now. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Austin Eckler, the intended target.
3rd down here.
Jimmy Ward, their defensive lead.
Herbert back to the air. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back. Throw a touchdown pass.
Extra point was
A beer ain't happen now. That's gonna happen.
and it's now 21-7.
Or 2 airheads I have.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the... The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
15 yards on the play, first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
At the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in the play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That throw into the arms of Allen.
Oh, we got
Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 65 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And Nick Bosa's injured. Don't play with him. He's not one of them. Goku. It's only Goku because I don't.
Badgling on for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
I'm not here.
Now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. But in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another.
And now here is another interception. Picked him up by Denzel Perryman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Bring it! And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, he drove us. Because he drove somebody smoking.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Court? What are you talking about?
And now the 49ers signal for... It's just their...
That's it for today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. The videos ended because my brother quit. So, alright. So that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and